Recording in progress. Susan Scarlett, Robert Cochran, go.
Daily dose. Here we are. Hey, Susan. We had this amazing event, which I was, was all but perfect for the fact that you weren't there. Um, where we got to have the first pitch, right? My son Giuseppe got to throw out the first pitch to my dad, and we talk a lot about circles here, and it's part of storytelling. That was such a beautiful expansion of a circle, right? 18 years of history within the particular scope of when we started the Boys of Summer Journey to how it had grown. Multiple first pitches. I've thrown one. Dad has caught one, and now Dad has caught a second one. This one from his grandson. And in order to make that event happen, it took a lot of people from a lot of angles. And so the word that came out yesterday, I had a very fun thing was I went out, and my dad years ago, he drew these little cards, our little thank you cards, right? And
Yeah.
I love these because my dad draws stick figures and they're wonderful. And I have yes anded them in a way, added a little bit of type, to a little bit of information about who we are, what goes on, and there's our old schedule. So what I did yesterday was I went to a couple of our vendors who were helpful in making this happen. Costco, Trader Joe's, Safeway, Noah's, Calicraft Brewery, all of these places. Oh, our local shout out to Sam's Log Cabin, who provided the scones, and they provided the food for the tailgate, which in kind allowed people to say yes to spending $35 to get a ticket, a T-shirt, and tailgate food. Pretty good deal,
Yeah,
right?
ball game.
Yeah, that's the ticket, right? And by going to these people and handing them a thank you card, you could see, I mean, because they do, I understand as a nonprofit who's done this, they get hit up a lot, a lot of angles, people saying, can you help, can you help, can you help? And sometimes they reply saying, I'm sorry, we can't. We get hit up a lot. And other times they do, yes, I can. But I don't think what they get a lot is a thank you card. And when I handed that to them, I saw people visibly go, oh my gosh, oh wow, really? And it went well. Oh, because I think they give and then they don't know. It goes into the ether. And it felt so good to share those moments with several people to say, you provided something very special. And by the way, if you want to see it on another level, you can see, this newscast and put the link there.
Yeah.
And so, the whole lead in here is to talk about gratitude and talk about thanking people for their gifts.
Directly. Not
Yes.
so much with email. I have the same thing. You may remember that the guy who shaved my head for my surgery bought me a wig, and I have a real card for him. I have intentionally waited to see how I'm going to be about my hair because I haven't been able to wear the wig because of the sutures and stuff, and it's a real thing. It's a physical thing that I mean, I could send him an email or call him, but this just felt better.
I know.
So I know what you mean. And to receive cards like that, my goodness. And I have been since I've had surgery last year and surgery this year, receive, real cards, beautiful cards, and sometimes just later, like support, just thinking about you things.
Yeah. When I think of a couple times I've received those types of things. One, when I get comments and feedbacks on Boys of Summer from people saying how much the movie meant to them, and they're thanking us, right? That has meant the world to me, and I know to my dad too. That it mattered. That again, our sharing of our story meant something to them, and it moved them emotionally. The other is as a teacher, when I've had students come back to me and tell
Yeah.
me how much things have meant to them years later.
Yes.
Boy, is that a big deal. And I've
Oh,
done that with teachers, and I've had teachers tell me the same thing. And then I felt it as students have come to me. So again, that's
yeah.
another circular type of thing, right?
Yes. Yes. You don't have Paula's gift to you handy, do you?
Not handy. Another episode will bring that forward because it's worth its own episode.
It really is.
We'll certainly talk about that. But the nature of gift giving, we practice gift giving in improvisation with as simple as, here's a purple squid, and I offer that to you. Please,
Yeah.
there you go. That's your purple squid.
My
And
new pet. Thank you.
yes, and it's a
You
new
do
pet,
some
exactly.
tricks, some
Right? So
eight
you would,
arm tricks.
Yeah, you accepted it and you talked about training it to do gifts. Tricks. That's gift giving in its practice, and even in the experiential, what we call mind putty type world, there's a visceral effect. Your smile just then of taking that purple octopus and then teaching it tricks. It's beautiful, and it's something we can all do with the slightest bit of effort. So that's my dose today is gratitude.
Yeah, always.